It's a continuation from the Monday morning monologue, and now it's going to be gabbing while we groom. This isn't the end of her on Monday. And again, this is from a week ago. There's at least one more to come after this. Apparently she was in a very talkative mood last week. So, enjoy.
Come here. Brush him. I've been so distracted with talking to everybody this morning that I'm getting a very late start. It's 10:30 now. I've been up for a couple of hours and I'm still sitting here in my 20-minute morning coffee mode. Not getting a lot done. So I need to start hauling ass or I'm going to run out of time. Most importantly, I need to get my computer up and going for tomorrow morning. Right, baby? Yeah. Yeah. Let's get the eye bugs out. There we go. Pick her up. I'm very excited that my husband is getting the bleach for his machine today, which means he's going to start washing the house, which means he's going to start doing the neighbors' stuff and bringing in a paycheck. Yay! Takes the pressure off. Right, baby? Yeah, yeah. Woohoo! There we go. Now, I've talked about her breed a lot when I did that grooming video and how she doesn't shed very much. And if I were brushing her daily, yeah, I'd get about the size of half a cotton ball out of her. But I have not been keeping up with brushing her daily, so I see a lot more fluff coming off of her than you normally would if I was keeping up with things. And I had somebody comment about how, you know, they really liked seeing her and they couldn't have a dog because they're allergic. And I don't know if you've ever heard about, you know, the hypoallergenic dogs and the difference so that it is better for allergy sufferers, but there are several breeds that are hypoallergenic. They have hair instead of fur, so they don't have that dander, and that's what you're actually allergic to. And so Jasmine, her breed is one of the hypoallergenic breeds. You know, when they have hair too, they don't shed seasonally like other dogs do, where they drop their winter coat. They have that undercoat for warmth that comes out in the warm weather. So she's hair, so it's like just like you and I, we lose hair on a daily basis, but it's a whole lot less than, you know, like dogs with fur where they drop their winter coat and shed all over the place in the spring or summer. Here, I know, we're using a little comb again. I need to get closer to her because I hope you can't see through my moo-moo. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of editing going on. Yeah, no, anyway. But, you know, I can certainly relate to being an animal lover and then having allergies and not being able to have that companionship. I'm going to scoot you guys a little closer because it's just easier for you to hear me. And I'm going to stop and flip this over so the microphone's facing me. There we go. Hopefully that'll help with the audio. I could relate to loving animals and being allergic. I'm allergic to cats, but I love them. Don't know that I'm allergic to dogs. Definitely cats. But, you know, there's hairless breeds, too, to consider. And, you know, they're not as fluffy, clearly, but there are hairless cats and dogs that you could consider. My stepbrother and his well, I guess we'll call her girlfriend. They're not married, but they've been together for years and years and years. And they have a family together. They have hairless cats. And, of course, with the dogs, the Chinese crested. There's the hairless varieties where they have, like, just that little tuft, hairless varieties of dogs. So you can still have a companion and not exacerbate your allergies and issues. Something to consider. Especially if you live alone, I would think having a companion, you know, they say that having pets extends your life, fights off depression. That's why we got Jasmine. It was once I was in the hospital for my depression, my husband finally consented to get me a dog to help out with that, and she certainly has. She's a comfort when I'm sad. You know how animals come and cuddle you and they're worried about you, and you humanize them. You know, you wonder what they're thinking and stuff. And when I know, like with a child, she's funny. When my husband and I will get into it and heated discussion, or you know, if we happen to argue, or even if we're bantering and, you know, pretending that we're arguing and raising voices and stuff, she'll get in between the two of us and start her little vocalizations to get us to stop. And she'll run back and forth between the two of us trying to break it up. It's funny. And then, of course, there's the nighttime stuff. That's hilarious. Gosh, I hate it, though. She sleeps in our bedroom. She's not allowed in the bed. My husband thinks that's disgusting. I personally have always had my dog sleep with me. So, when things are getting romantic, she sits on the floor at the side of the bed and just stares at us. Oh my God, she's looking at me. God, I hate that. And then when all's said and done, she comes to check on me, make sure I'm okay. She doesn't seem to give a shit if he's okay, but she wants to make sure I'm okay. All kinds of things are running through your minds. Is she a screamer? No. My husband's the screamer. Don't tell him I told them. Alright, I need to do your belly. Can you lay down? Come on. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick my nose down there, smell things. Not down there. I'm going to stick my nose in this area and see if she's stinky. Maybe we can go another week without a bath. Little vanilla spritz. And some carefully worded indications that she's been bathed. without, you know, blatant lie. But you know how it goes. We all have to make a fuss over her when she has a bath. So, you know, when he gets home, doesn't Jasmine look nice? Smell her. She smells so good. That's implied that she had a bath, but she didn't. I didn't lie. I'm crafty, aren't I? It has me thinking about that tag where Allison sent, where it was, what would you name your boat? And I was kind of in a weird mood and didn't come up with anything. I just, you know, stole her idea. I'm a crafty bitch too, which I do like that idea. However, I'm never going to have my own boat. My husband will. He's going to have a boat. He has his captain's license, and his dream is to have a charter boat, take people out fishing, take the tourists or the locals out fishing, deep sea fishing out on the Gulf. And that was one of the requirements when we moved here, was to be close enough to a marina where he could dock his boat when he gets it. And so that's, you know, that's in the 10-year plan, is to get him his charter boat. He's having a tough time right now with being down here, because my husband is a huge outdoorsman with the hunting and the fishing, and he hasn't been able to do any of that now for a couple of years. It like keeps him stable mentally, that deer hunting season. And the year before we moved down, he didn't get to go deer hunting at all because we were in an apartment. The camera's flashing at me again. It's going to stop in a minute. So he didn't get to do that for the last 2 hunting seasons, and he's starting to struggle a little bit. So we need to get him out on the water and get him fishing, get him normalized again. But yeah, he'll have a boat, and I hope to help name it. More on that in a moment. I need to stop my camera. It's flashing. It's gonna cut off. Okay, I had not been deleting my completed videos for a while. I had a bunch of them on there. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan, is for him to get his charter boat, and I'm hoping that I'll have some input in naming it. Probably not, but it was kind of cool that when he was coming up with a name for his company, that he went with the name that I had picked, which is Titan. So I thought that was kind of cool, that he liked my idea. So maybe he'll, oh, I've got a little guy down here. We have a visitor. Can you see him? Yep, there he is. Come over here. Come here, little guy. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, so I thought that was cool that he liked my idea for the name for his company. So maybe he'll like a name that I come up with for the boat. Alright, I need to do the other side. Okay, there we go. Stop that. But that's a ways down the road, but yeah. He's having a really rough time right now because he hasn't been hunting and fishing for 2 years. This will be the 3rd fall that he's gone without killing something. And he's kind of struggling right now. He's a social butterfly. He needs that interaction, and he's been cooped up in this house for going on a 1.5 years now without regular interaction with people other than, you know, me and a select few companies like the welder and stuff. He spent a lot of time at the welders working on his trailer, but he doesn't have a social outlet other than me, really. And I am not a social person, so it's a struggle for him. Once we've got, you know, his income coming in, we'll have the ability to do things on the weekends. Right now, he just works 7 days a week because we're desperate to get his business going. Once we've got that going, we should be able to go start doing stuff. And I think we're going to have to focus on outdoor stuff for him to feel a little more connected with the great outdoors for a while. One of my coworkers had an excellent suggestion. There's a place here, Wiki Wachi, where you can, it's a state park, I guess, and it's got like a lazy river kind of deal, where you can rent kayaks, and the water where you start is really shallow, like, I don't know, a foot or two deep, and it's, you know, the teal colored kind of brackish water off the Gulf, and you can see right down to the bottom and see, you know, all the big fish swimming along. And I guess it's like a half-day trip going with the current on this river in your kayaks. And then they have places along the route where you can pull over to the shore and have a picnic lunch or whatever and swim. And I think she might have said that there's like, I could be wrong, I could be like combining two different things, but I think she said there was like, now this doesn't make sense, probably not, rope swings and stuff where you could jump into the water. But in the beginning it's really shallow and you're not allowed to get out because you're still on state property, and then it goes outside of the state park area, and then that's when you can start pulling over and going onto the bank and having a picnic and stuff. So that I thought would be right up his alley, and it's subtle activity enough for me that I would probably be okay with it because I'm not an outdoorsy person. I know, I'm trying to do a really good job. We got a mission here. Alright, tail. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, okay. You're just gonna keep having me move toward you. Here, let me put one foot here. But anyway, yeah, I want to do that with him. We originally wanted to do it for Father's Day, but we're in October now. Father's Day was way back in June, and he just hasn't had... Okay, I'll be more gentle. I'm not concentrating because I'm talking, and I'll be more gentle. I'm sorry. But yeah, we haven't had any free time to take him and do that. But that's going to be like the first thing I suggest when we have a day off together and he doesn't have to work, is to do that. Got to get him reconnected with what charges his batteries. I know, stop. Just think about the treats. Concentrate on the treats. Your butt side's kind of icky. We're going to have to shave that down again. And I know he wants to go fishing. They have I'm trying to think of exactly where it is. I think it's on the south side of Tampa Bay. It's an old bridge that they shut after a boat crashed into it, and they built a new big bridge over the bay. But the old one, you know, they tore out the middle and left the two ends standing and turned them into essentially big, long fishing piers, and they have fishing bait shops and stuff out there, so you can drive right out to where you want to drop your line in the water and go fishing. And I know he would love to do that. And you know, we went fishing several times on our honeymoon down here in Pensacola and all around the Panhandle and, you know, Alabama and Louisiana. Basically, we drove the whole, you know, route from Florida's Panhandle all the way to New Orleans, and anywhere he could find a fishing pier, we pulled over and he threw a line in the water, because we brought along 10 rods for him during the honeymoon to go fishing. So I've gotten what I wanted out of this whole deal. I've got, you know, I got a dog, I got my convertible, I got to move to Florida, I've got a pool and a hot tub, and I got to work from home. I got a craft room. I got all this stuff that I wanted that was quote-unquote going to make me happy. And he admits, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper now. So now we got to focus on what's going to make him happy, because he made a lot of sacrifices for me. Okay, I know, your butt's probably like, oh God, it feels icky. I do need to clean it out though. Hold on. Clean it up. We're going to trim that off, because you got like icks going on back here. I'm going to clean you up. There we go. Alright, let's see. Just fine comb on the tail and we're done. Alright, there we go. And a little vanilla spritz for you, my dear. There we go. So that's why it's so exciting that he's going to get the bleach for his machine today, because he can start washing our house and wash our neighbors' houses and start making some money to catch up on our expenses and take a day off and go do something for him. Hopefully that will be, you know, within the next couple of weeks we'll be able to go do that on a Sunday or something. But then again, football season, so he might be like, well, I would rather watch football than go do that now. Unless he can get Wi-Fi from the kayak, then he can watch the game while he floats. Because you saw what happens when we go to Disney World during football season on a Sunday. Okay, I'm just trying to get it good, okay? I know. You're going to get your treats. Don't you worry, girl. I was going to do your toenails, too. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, she's pretty long. I would say that's close to 2 inches in length, and here's what I got out of her, in case you're considering a coton de Tuileries. So yeah, that's, you know, a cotton ball. Got a cotton ball out of you. And if you do that every day, then there's not stuff flying around your house, too. So. Alright, let's do the toenails real quick. Let's see here. Find them. I thought I bought, yeah, here they are. I bought new toenail clippers. We'll try those now. They're from Dollar Tree, so we'll see. And I don't have on my Magoo glasses, but we'll give it a try. Okay, let's see. What's that? Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of nice. Yeah, that works better than those little tiny ones. Let's see, how far up there is your... It's way the hell up there. It's a lot farther, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's way the heck up there. Oh, your toenails are long, girl. They're caked with mud, so I can't see where her vein is. There we go. That's good enough. Okay. Let me see. It's been a while. Yeah, these work so much better than those little baby ones I had. Those are ridiculous. Dollar Tree. I know if I bought really good ones, they'd be even better, and these probably won't stay sharp long. But I bet you just to take her into a place to have her toenails done would cost me more than $1. So even if I had to buy a new pair every single time, that's probably worth it. Okay, we'll do a better job later. That's good enough for now. You were a good girl. Yes, you were. Should we get you something to snack on? Little snack girl? Yeah, got hair on me. Okay, let's go. Down. Whew, hair's flying. Could be worse. Could be worse. You could be a St. Bernard. But then you'd be bald. I ain't gotta play that game. And it's even got a little lock on it. That's kind of cool. Alright, not bad for a buck. Recommend. For even, one-time use. Alright. We're going to leave all the little toenails there so that when my husband walks out here barefoot, he'll go, oh my god, what the hell is this? And he'll vacuum the outside rug. No, I'll probably do it sometime. I don't know, whatever. Sweep it. Okay, I'm starting to sweat. It's starting to get warm. It is now, looks like 78. And here, put your collar back on. Come on. Head through there. Come on. Come on, put your collar on. Put it on. Put it on. You weirdo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Put this on. Come on. Give it. Okay. Don't be an ass. Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. Put it on. Okay, hold on. This is good. She doesn't always act like a depressed. Come here. Put down. Come here. Come on. Put it in. Put it in. Put that. Put it in. Put it in. Come here. Okay, sit. No. No. We call these the puppy zooms. Come on. Come on. Get over here. You want to get your frisbee? Jasmine. Ready? Go get it. Good job. And go poop. Get the poop right out of her. Get my towel I left out. There you go. Let's go. Oh, there she is. What are you doing? Oh, and I left this out. Oh, he's probably like, oh my God, she never picks up after herself. She's such a slob. Good job. Here, put this on. Come on. Come here. Come on. All right, let's go get a treat. She beat me in. My husband is like the master of the doggy door. He put one in my last house, which was cool. I've never had one. And then when I met Brian and he moved in with me, at that time I had a border collie mix. And I worked all day. And, you know, kids were irresponsible and too young to be dealing with letting her out. And she was a barker because she was bored because she's a border collie and they need room to run. And so he fenced in my side yard and put in a dog door on my house for me so that she could come and go outside as she pleased. But she never quite figured it out. It was a lot of coaxing to get her to use the thing. And then we ended up moving very shortly after he did all that into an apartment, and I had to give her up. But if I find pictures of it, I'm going to show you what he did with that dog door on that house, because I don't need water. Because I think he did a fantastic job, given that the house was, you know, from the 1860s, and I didn't want, you know, some really weird looking thing. I wanted it, you know, also, well, anyway, I'll show you pictures. We'll talk about it if I show the pictures. Well, no, I can't do that at the same time. So yeah, he built it on the side of the house, and in order to put it in, it had to come out, you know, like from the outside it was like waist high, because our basement had high ceilings for a basement, and then, you know, so the level it came out of was like here, so rather than just a ramp or anything, it was too high to jump. He built a dog house where she would go through, it was essentially at the top of the stairs to the basement, through the dog door, into this dog house, and then out the dog house there was a ramp. So on the outside of the house, you know, he sided it to match our house and shingled it and the whole thing, and it kind of almost looked like a chicken coop on the side of the house. It's kind of cool. I'll show a picture of that. And then down here, you know, because we both work, he's more home-based than I am. Well, not more. He is home-based. He's always had his own business since I've known him. Well, except for when he's a realtor. So I just keep saying things that are wrong. I just keep correcting myself if I can. But don't really pay attention to what I say because I'm wrong a lot and I don't always catch it. But we wanted a dog door for her regardless, especially with the weather. My husband's always worried about what the animals are thinking and feeling and all that. You know, like the squirrels and the birds like the lawn better if it's cut and manicured. It just makes them feel good. And it's important for us to have happy squirrels. And the lizards, you know, he worries about the lizards, that they have enough to eat and that they're entertained when they're trapped inside of our lanai, whatever. And, you know, that the dog has enough to keep her mind occupied. So we wanted a dog door. And, you know, the thought was put it on the tile so that if it was raining, she comes in on the tile and we could put a rug or something there to kind of absorb the water off of her feet as much as possible before you end up with little doggy footprints all over the floor. And so this was the location that was chosen for the dog door because he wants the grill right there. And I don't know why not down there, but anyway, so the spot that they picked, now the walls here, because it's Florida, you know, nothing on the first floor, new construction is stick built. It's all, you know, concrete block because of the flooding. So they had to, you know, get through that much concrete. And of course, right where they went was where all of the electrical was running through the wall. And there's rebar and all kinds of shit. So the little quick dog door ended up being like a major, major project to get that in. And then from that dog door. So today's all about Jasmine. Okay. See, he needs to wash this because this is what he does for a living. His business is washing the exterior of everything. A little dog door there, and then our grass doesn't grow here because there's just no sun. There's a lizard. And the lizard's probably coming in through the dog door too. But anyway, they just add a little extra framing and out she goes into the yard. And she doesn't spend much time in the grass. You would think that she would like it, but she doesn't. Maybe it's because she's so short and the grass is prickly in Florida. It's all crabgrass, pretty much. She doesn't like it, so she just goes out to go potty. Occasionally we'll get her to run around out there, but she really doesn't like being in the grass. She'll do the whole, she goes out her little door, and then you kind of caught a glimpse of it. She'll just go right along the mud path, right along the lanai, to get out to the poo field. And I'd promised my husband that I would always pick up her poop, and I have not done it once since we've been here. Because we were going to just fence in, like, a little fence along here so that she just had this area. She's a tiny dog. She doesn't need all that room. So that we had just a very contained poo area. And we still may do this. And I looked online at all kinds of ideas for a pet run where we would put down like some sort of like a drainage system and astroturf so that you don't have to mow where she goes and you can just easily find the poo to pick it up, and the urine would filter down through it into the ground so that it's more like a playground kind of. And my husband wants a putting green, so maybe we could combine the two so he can go putting on the dog's pee-pee pad. So we're not big golfers, but we want to take advantage of, you know, year-round outdoor activities. So that's another of our little wish lists, is to put a little putting green. And like I've said, my husband's tombstone will say, don't just do it, overdo it. No, we're not going to stop at just a putting green. We're going to put in a whole mini golf course. And maybe a little miniature dog agility course for her, because, you know, you got to keep her mentally active. My idea for the dog door, rather than this, was I looked online and had seen where you can put it through an existing door that has a window. They would cut it out and put it right through there. And I thought that would be simple enough. Or just change out that door. But yeah, we went with the route that took a week instead. But it's cool. I have on Pinterest lots and lots of little doggy doors and doggy beds and doggy bedrooms and stuff, because I think it's adorable when you have like little furniture for your dogs. And we got little Princess here. I showed this to my husband on Wayfair. I thought this little sofa was so damn cute. Isn't that adorable? She won't lay in it. She doesn't like it. So she has, you know, just the standard dog beds that she likes. And she's spoiled. My husband spoiled her. For somebody who didn't want a dog, he spoils the crap out of her. She has dog beds all over this house. Okay. She's got a dog bed there. But she just hangs out down there. Oh, and he had to show me this yesterday. He cleaned up his office. So you saw how much crap there was in here before. So this is his office. And like I said, he talks really loud on the phone. And this goes all the way up. You know, the whole open floor plan. It goes there, there's the living room, and there's the kitchen. So voice carries everywhere. We don't have a lot of fabrics in here to muffle all the sound. So it carries. You know, he can hear, their TV is up there in that living room right above the dining room. Sound carries down into here. They can hear him on the phone. He can hear that TV. Their living room, you can hear that TV. The kitchen, the garbage disposal, everybody can hear everything. I don't like the whole open floor plan thing if you have a bunch of people living in the home. If we didn't have the kids here anymore and it was just him and I, it would probably be fine. But for a whole family, way too much ruckus for me. Anyway, I was going somewhere with that. So I had said to him, because I think he's hard of hearing. I really do. I said, we're going to put a glass wall, soundproof, and encapsulate him inside of his office so we can see him but not hear him. He didn't like that idea at all. Because again, he needs to be around people and the action and the buzz and all that and know what's going on. But yeah, he drives me crazy because he talks so damn loud that I turn up the TV and then he comes in and glares at me because he's trying to talk on the phone but the TV's blaring. But yeah. And then he cleaned up his whole office and everything, got all of his equipment out of there. And I jokingly said to him, oh, that's wonderful. It's all cleaned up. And now that you're going to be, you know, working, going out and doing jobs, I can take it over because I'm going to be working from home. Perfect timing. He did not like that at all. I said, I'm just going to pull up, where is it? On this desk. Here it is. I said, I'm just going to pull up a chair and I'm going to sit right across from you and I'm going to work right here. And he's like, no, It'd be funny as hell. Piss him off. What's this? I've got mail. Oops, my address. Sorry. I'm going to retake that. I've got mail. Let's see what it is. See how he is? He gets something for me and he doesn't tell me. What the hell is that? All right, but anyway, now that the house is clean, I can finally give you guys a little bit of a tour. Let me find the lights. I've lived here for over a year and I don't know where the light switches are. Here's our dining room. And we have the counter height dining table. And it has a leaf in it so that you can take it out and turn it into like a smaller table. That's how tables with leaves work. And I imagine you could probably buy more leaves and expand it out to fit more people if you wanted to, but we have not used it yet and probably won't We just don't. We don't even eat at the kitchen table. We eat on the couch. Even when we have company, we all sit on the couch. But yeah, so here's we're gonna pretend we just got here. Okay, hello, welcome to my home. Oh, hi. So we got that. We did buy that thing for up there to fill the space. Excuse me. And 99% of the stuff we bought came from Wayfair. That was a local store. It's a chain store. I don't remember the name of it. His furniture, though, we bought from a furniture store and had it delivered. Just the desk was the only thing that we had when we lived in Wisconsin. And when we got to Florida, because we had and I'll show a picture, we had a library in the old house. There was no wall space. So when we moved to Florida, he wanted to get the bookcase because this was discontinued. Or he worries it will be discontinued and would never get the matching bookcase. So we got that for him. So he's got, and it's beautiful. He's got that and the matching chair and the filing cabinet and the whole shebang. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It was an investment for sure. It's good quality furniture. But yeah, that's one of those things that if we ever did get divorced, we'd probably fight over it because it's like the most expensive furniture we own. And then this is just one of those cheap little solder crappy tables that you assemble yourself. But yeah, so that's his office. Entryway, 2-story dining room. Wayfair. I had everything on this table I already owned. So you can see, it kind of goes with having a house from the 1860s. My taste. Love red. And this is my great-grandparents on their wedding day. I think it was their wedding day. No, maybe not. But look at those fishing rods. No, that's not their wedding day. But yeah, that's my great-grandparents showing off a car. Probably somebody was driving through town who owned a car and they all like ran out to get the picture taken by it. This is my my dad. I need a pointer. Let me get a pen. See, I'm not getting any of the stuff done I said I needed to. My dad has a timeshare in Puerto Vallarta. He's had it for over a decade, and he saves up his points. And twice now in the last, let's see, we went, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before, he took the whole family down. He saves up his points and gets rooms for everybody, and rather than buying gifts, he takes everybody to Puerto Vallarta for a week. He did it 2 years ago, and then the time before that, let's see, so Cole would have been 23 at that time, and the time before that, I think he was 9. So what is that, 14, 15 years or so in between times. So it took him like 15 years to save up points to take us again. But this is my dad. Bad picture of him, but I think he looks kind of like Johnny Carson. And there's the angry white man, my brother Todd. This is my stepmom, Sandy. Her oldest, Jason. And then, let's see here. This is Jen. That's the stepbrother, the girlfriend that I said that has the hairless cats. And Justin is here. So stepbrother Jason, stepbrother Justin, stepbrother Wesley. So I have 4 brothers. They didn't get married until I was in college. my dad and Sandy. And then Sandy's niece. And of course me and Brian. And then this is all the offspring and results of that. This is our son Jesse and Quinn. I'm not going to go into every single person, but so that's a lot of people for him to be paying for to go on vacation. And this was New Year's Eve that year. I don't know if I could see the year in any of the pictures, but yeah, good times. And then this is our engagement photo, so you can see the difference in age between Jesse there and Jesse there. So this would have been, you know, 7, 8 years ago. This is a few years ago. Took the kids to Disney World. That was at the Hawaiian Luau. Jesse's high school graduation. Here's another engagement photo. Adventures in duck hunting. And Quinn's high school photo. And this was on the river in Sheboygan that leads into Lake Michigan. Okay, there, that's a tour of my family and my, oh, and we brought this with us. My mother and father-in-law gave us that for Christmas one year. So, not a lot of stuff that came from, I had that too. But yeah, all the furniture. I had that lamp, but everything else was purchased. Brian had, you know, more country taste, but that's his. You guys have seen this a million times in here, so I don't really need to give you a tour of that. Living room, the metal thing over the, don't show my address. I had that metal thing over the TV, but everything else is new. And here's our guest room. Everything in here is new. This is Brian. He's so organized. So this is for whenever we have company. Got that. And then he's got, you know, our Wi-Fi password over there. It's like a little B&B. And then I've got this book, a guest book for people to guest journaling, to put their pictures and leave a note when they stay. Oh, look, he put my diamond painting in here. And then this is my area attractions. This is all the stuff there is to do in the immediate area for people who come to stay with us. We've only had 2 guests, our in-laws and Quinn's girlfriend. Cross stitch that my mom did. And some artwork we bought locally. And giant bed that doesn't, this room's kind of small and it's really high. This is up to my belly button. And his mom has a real tough time getting in. You know, she's like in her early 70s. So we need to get like steps for that. But yeah, and then, you know, a couple of closets and a TV. So here's our little guest suite with a semi-private bathroom for our guests. And private access out to the pool rather than having to come through here. If you, like his mom smokes, so she'll go out that way in her nightie. And then, you know, what bathroom is complete without the bathroom guest book? You can sign in while you're doing your thing. You can leave a doodle. You can rate your bathroom experience. Let's see. Oh, so here, Lauren filled it out. So here's the day that she was in here, the time of her visit, what she was doing, ring of fire, the bathroom activity bar graph, how much time you spent sitting and how much time you spent thinking, purpose of your visit. Uh-oh. She was going number 1 in ring of fire. Maybe that's why they broke up. Okay. Did she look in the medicine cabinet? No, of course not. Bathroom doodle. Crap or not crap. Jasmine didn't like her. She did not approve of the girlfriend. Growled at her constantly. Length of visit, 20 minutes. Wow. Time spent, oh, all 20 minutes gazing in the mirror. Okay. Thoughts during the visit. And then she grades the ambiance, cleanliness, comfort, the toilet tissue, the amenities, lighting, privacy, and an overall rating. We got an A. So, welcome to my bathroom. Please sign in. Okay. There you go. And then for our guests, we have your little toiletries that you may have forgotten. Shaving cream and razors and deodorants and toothpaste. And I used all the dental floss. I have to put some back. And then toothbrushes and whatnot and towels. And so that, I think, and you've got, you know, lotion, conditioner, and body wash and shampoo and all of that. And towels. So that, I believe, is a pretty good job being prepared for the guests that never come. So, good job. This is the picture of my grandparents on their wedding day. There you go. That was my great-grandparents on their wedding day with the car. I don't know if that's the same car. I don't think so. The other one had a top, but yeah. Big deal. Big deal with the car. So you immediately drive it into a field to get your picture taken. What's that back there? Oh, it's the steamer trunk of their clothes to go on their honeymoon, I suppose. That's my mom's side of the family. This is my dad's side of the family. Oh, no. I don't know. Maybe that's them after they had kids. That's probably them after they had kids. I'm so bad. But yeah, this is, I like antiques. And then this is one of those old-time photos, my parents and their friends. You know, one of those, can't really see it. I don't want to pull it out. I will. My parents are on the right, and their friends, the ones that I would go to Santa's Village with, on the left. And my mom, back right, and the man, front left, they dated before my mom met my dad and married him. He had gone away to Vietnam, and while he was gone, she started dating my dad and married him. So, couldn't wait. I don't know. But anyway, that's like paraphrasing. I'm sure there was more to it than that. And then we got this very pretty family tree. We had it engraved, both sides, same family, I believe. And it still has the photos that came with it because I'm on top of it. We've had that thing for many, many years, and I still haven't filled it in. And here's a video camera, so we can live stream what's going on in the house. Oh, there's another sculpture on that wall that I had already. My husband and I do share a penchant for stained glass lamps, so we bought those. Oh, here's the flower fairies. Gwen, you had that flower fairy postcard. Here's a little garden statue I have of a flower fairy that my mom gave me. Okay. I didn't think this was going to become a tour of the house. Did I get a cup of coffee? Yeah, I did. Look at me. It's probably cold. Got another half an hour of recording. Gonna end up with another hour of stuff. All right, I really need to get upstairs and get moving on some stuff. So, here we go. And sorry, the house is not really quote unquote clean right now. My husband would be freaking out if he knew I showed you guys all this, because it's not clean. But this is the kids' living room, so we're right above that. thing. This is the only room we did kind of the beachy feel in. This is kind of separate from everything else, but again, Wayfair, everything. So we got the lamps with the nautical kind of majigger and the beach. Not a diamond painting. And Quinn made that in like shop class or something. His fish that lights up. Can you see it? It's kind of glowing. See? It's kind of cool. I think he gave that to Brian for Father's Day. Big fluffy rug. Feels really good. It's very, very soft. Much softer than the one in my craft room. But poor little Jasmine, her toenails split and they get stuck, and she'll be like stuck to the rug. Yeah. There's Brian before I met him. He was much younger there. And Quinn, who's off in college. This is his room. You know, we gave the kids the choice of like 5 different bedroom sets on Wayfair and let them pick what they wanted. And then they both wanted this one and fought over it. But you can both have the same thing. No, absolutely not. So that's what Quinn ended up getting. I don't know if they rock, paper, scissored for it, and then their bathroom's a mess, but kind of got the whole beachy ocean colors there. Jesse's the one that lives at home, and he is a total slob. Yeah. So here's his bedroom set he ended up with. Can't even get the shit in the drawer. Okay. And he's got a walk-in closet there that runs behind my bathroom. Yeah, shit everywhere. Ugh. And then you guys have seen that a million times. You've been in the laundry room, but only up close. Oh. Fairly organized. And this is the, where I need to figure out my internet going on. The hub of the house. I would like, because this is very crammed in here. There's like no room to do anything in here. I would like to have some sort of unit here that maybe looks like built-in, kind of like a counter, like almost make it look like a big fancy desk that you would have, like an office desk where you'd have like a nice granite or marble countertop on it, and then, you know, a chair, and then on either side what would look like cabinets, but they would actually be like pull-out laundry bins on either side for the sorting. And then the chair to like put my sewing machine up and sew things here. And then have something that comes out for ironing. You know, like a tall cabinet on one side with the ironing board that would flip out to iron. And then overhead storage for laundry supplies or whatever, or just backup household storage. And then, you know, task lighting underneath the cabinets above. Maybe even put like the center ones with glass. Oh, now I can just show you what I mean. I'm just like describing my kitchen. Okay, let's just go show you. And let's take one box down so if he comes home, looks like I did something. Okay. Okay. When I found the beads in the rug, this was what I believe I was working on. That I dropped the beads into my big rug. That cross stitch. So So this is kind of what I'm thinking up there. All right. Got it, might zoomed out, yeah. So like a long one, it'd have to be wider. Ironing board pops out, and then maybe just a single cabinet on either side with a door for hidden stuff. Glass up above, possibly for, possibly not. It depends. I don't want it to look closed off in there, and you can always find pretty, like, antique laundry related things, you know, an old iron and things, tchotchkes to put up there. And then instead of these drawers, this would be for your chair to go in, and if possible, you know, something cool where the sewing machine can tuck away easily. I know they make tables with like a lift out thing, whatever. And then the side ones would tilt out or roll out, like the garbage can one for sorting laundry. I think at least 4 bins would be good. And once the kids move out, they don't need to be so big because we won't have as much laundry. It's just the 2 of us. But even if it was like a double pull-out laundry hampers on either side with a workstation for sewing or whatever, and a pull-out ironing board. And then we have the machines that are on the pedestals, which is great, but the pedestals aren't tall enough in order to actually fit anything in them. They're kind of useless that way. But that would be the idea with that. Now, let me see here. I think I want these. I will come up with something that I want those. I know you're laughing at me. She's not a hoarder. But I thought of something last night that I wanted them for. And I gotta fold these down real quick, so pause. Alright, now I'm like second guessing throwing away the boxes and styrofoam until I've watched the stupid video, in case they want you to keep all the packing materials for, you know, in case you need to send it back. So I guess I'll grab that back out and hold off until I know if I need to keep that shit. Okay. Oh my god. Let's see here. No, shit. Where did I get this from? I think it came off of this one. Well, that doesn't. What the hell? Come on. Wait. Wait. I think that goes, that makes sense. Broom, broom. Okay. Broom, broom. Broom, broom. It's very tight fit in here. I've got that folded in, but it's tight. He's pretty organized too. My husband built all this stuff in the garage, and I actually have a video of it. But he built all the shelving for all this stuff. And I think he got rid of a lot of the rods. He must have, that's not 100. Okay. Hunting stuff. Those shelves, when you open the overhead doors, there's like a 1/4 inch clearance. So he used all available space. But yeah, super organized. And when he saw the cubes that I bought for my craft room, he liked them. So he did that in here for his fishing stuff. And we bought a chest freezer. This cabinet was from the previous owners. So there's more up there. And he did the floor. That turned out great. And of course, we've all seen the tennis ball thing. The previous owners, I guess, must have done that. That was their idea. But it's bolted into the floor. So it's not coming out easy. Alright. Turn off lights, lock doors. And then we can open our package. Let's see if there's anything else out there. It's locked. There we go. Okay. to check if there's other mail for me here. I don't see anything else. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Alright, I think it's time to get in the shower so that he can be involved with the whole internet thing with the getting my computer hooked up. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of the house, and I need to get ready now, so talk to you later. Jesus, I almost forgot. I didn't remember until I went to throw in a load of laundry. I left this in the laundry room. So let us see what we have received. Get rid of this. Okay. Thank you, Lucy. All right. Okay. Oh, and the channel, Chrissy, or is it, no, not Chrissy, because I want to keep saying Cindy, but it's Cinny, C-I-N-N-Y, Cinny, shit, I forgot, Cinny, her name is Cindy, but her channel is Cinny, C-I-N-N-Y, crafting or something like that. But she does a video all one-handed. It's kind of awesome. All right, let's try it out. Let's see. You know what? It's ridiculous. Let's just set it out. Here. Well, that ain't gonna work. Here, let's coaster it. There we go. Keep an eye on those two drills. A gift for you. Little Jasmine told me you needed these. Keep being you. Uh-oh. Jasmine, there's a gift for you. There's a gift for you. Yes, I like peanuts. I eat them by the gallon. Okay. Let's see what we've got. What is this? Oh my God! Hi-Fi in-ear earbuds. Oh my goodness, look. Oh, it's got an awesome control on it. Well, that's not for Jasmine at all. Thank you so much. Who is this from? Learn about your gift. Well, but who? Who is it from, though? It doesn't tell me who it's from. I don't know who it's from. Who sent this? It has absolutely nothing about who sent it. So I want to know who I'm supposed to thank. Oh my goodness. So I had dug through all of my crap looking for a decent set of earbuds, and I found one that had the microphone on it. I used that for the book the other day, but the earbuds themselves don't fit my ears well, and the microphone on it, the buttons were not great. So they weren't the best, but it was the only thing I still had. Oh, I keep like wanting to wipe a hair off of my desk, but my screen is cracked on my phone. So it's not a hair, it's my broken screen. But yeah, they're not great. They worked better than just talking into the phone, but I so appreciate this gift, and I really want to know who sent this. Now, gosh, I was able to figure out the tilt table from Chanda because she was like one of 2 people who had asked for my address in the last however long it's been. So that was pretty easy to narrow down. But now I've had probably, I don't even know, maybe 10 people in the last week since that video of Chanda's gift going up. I've had so many people asking for my address. So I don't know who this is, and it doesn't have anything on it, and I really want to thank you. And I don't know who to thank. So please tell me. If you don't want me saying on the video who you are, please at least tell me privately so I can thank you. Because this really means a lot to me. I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to do such a better job in being able to be understood in my videos, because I know when I edit, because my family's all sick to death of hearing me play the same segment over and over and over again, that I wear earbuds while I edit. And I showed in my editing video, I crank the volume all the way up to 10, or the highest it'll go for everything. But then when I unplug the earbuds and I listen to it just on the phone, even with doing that, it's still not loud enough. And I have issues with my hearing too. But I can certainly understand that people are having a difficult time hearing me if I've got my volume cranked to the max with earbuds and I still am like not quite sure what the hell I'm saying other than I said it so I can guess. But thank you so very much. I will definitely be using these immediately. I want to open them up and take a look at them. Oh gosh. God, you guys are all so wonderful. I love having a channel and having this kind of friendships with people that I would have never, ever been able to meet in my daily life. So I'm loving this so much. Not the fact that I'm getting stuff sent to me. I love the relationships. I love when you guys email me. I love hearing about your stories, your lives, about you. Oh, those are nice. Nice. Okay, let's see here. I just gotta, 1 second. Look, that bathroom door is open again. I'm gonna try and get to that today. I had that other video to put up with the pole, but I might end up just filming this and use the pole for next time because I want to get to it. Look at that. It's got extras. Oh, sorry, you're looking at the bathroom. It's got extra nubbies in different sizes depending on how big your ears are. That's awesome. And let's see this. Oh, look at these buttons. Look at that. Let's see. Trying to see what these are. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Looks like... Okay. Let me try this little autofocus chubby. There we go. Okay. Plus, minus, and then the middle one is probably... Looks like a play button, huh? So you can do more than just adjust your volume. Or pause. Pause, play. I wonder if that works for recording. Pause and play your recording. That would be awesome. Especially for the car that we're not going to be going in so much. But we'll find somewhere to drive. He'll want me to go run errands. Maybe I'll start shopping. Because I got a pause button on my headset now. Oh, and it's got a clip to clip it to my shirt so it's not rattling around and banging against my eyeglasses chain and this rubber. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. It's not that standard little wire crap that we all have on our earbuds that gets all tangled up. It's like a flat wire. Like a linguine. Like a tasty black linguine. I love it. Oh, this is awesome. I can't wait to try this. I cannot wait to try these. So excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go play with my new toy. I'll talk to y'all later. And by later, I mean probably like in 45 seconds because I can't seem to say goodbye. And I'm dressed now and it's time to put on my makeup. And we all know that you love watching me put on makeup. The transformation. Okay, see you in a little bit.
Jennifer Roberts is the one who sent the headphones, the earbuds. And Jennifer, thank you so very much. The sound quality is fantastic. The microphone works wonderfully. And my personal favorite feature, if you do not plug them in, they cancel out all the hubbub of the noise, the jibber jabber going on in the house. So you can have some peace and quiet and relax. Thank you, Jennifer.